Hello friend, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today in this video, I will show you how to configure Apache Web Service in VCS with the help of Veritas Cluster Manager tool. We use this web-based tool to add service group and resources. By using this tool, I'll show you how you can configure Apache Web Server in Veritas cluster, and we'll see how it's failover to other node if any one node goes down. To configure Apache Web Service, we need to first add service group. You can name it anything. Once the service group added, then we need to add resources which is required for the web server to run properly. The different resources we required for Apache is, first one is the disk group, then volume, mount point, interface, then IP address, and finally the Apache service. Okay, so right now I have these two nodes, node 1 and node 2, which is already configured the cluster on these two nodes. As you can see, both nodes are running, but right now there is no service group added here. So first we need to add the service group. For this, you have to just right click on this Linux VCS and click on add service group. You can name it anything. So here I am giving like test SG. For this group, what are the node you need to add for this service group? I am going to add both these nodes, node 1 and node 2, and click OK. The first priority is for node 1 and the second priority is for node 2. Click OK. Right now this service group is in offline mode. We'll make it online later once we configure it properly. The next task is, once the service group is successfully added, now we need to add the resources. So click on add resource. The first resource I am going to add here is the disk group. So let me give some name to this resource, dg test sg. Give some meaningful name to these resources and service group so that you can easily understand. And click on service, click on the resource type and select here the disk group. Now here you can see there are a lot of attributes here, so we have to set the attribute for disk group. So we'll set the attribute here. The disk group which we using here is, so this is my disk group name, and we already created the volume also here. So this is the disk group name and this one is the volume. So we are going to use these two. Give the name of this group test dg. Click OK. And for the time being, just make it disable this critical option. Now as you can see, the disk group resource is added successfully. Now add the next resource. Click on add resource. Now I'm going to add the volume resource. I'm giving it name vol1 test sg and select here resource type volume. Now set the attributes here for this group and volume. For this group, test dg, and for volume, test vol. This one we already created this volume, so that's why I've given this name. Click OK. So our volume resource is also added here. Now add another resource. Now the mount point. So give it name like mount. Resource type is mount. Select mount here. Now from here set the mount point here. So the mount point here is var www html. This is for the Apache web server. Click OK. The block device is, this is the block device. The file system type exfs. And now there is one more option we need to set is fsck opt. This fsck opt is used for, here you can see the option, this option for fsck command. So we have to give here %s-y. We need to set this value, otherwise it's not gonna check the file system. OK, and click OK. So our mount resource is also added. Now the next resource is the NIC resource. Let me give name NIC test sg. Select here NIC. The device here I'm using is ETH0. OK. The network host is this is the host. Click OK. Now the next resource is the IP resource. IP device is ETH0. Address, here give the IP address 192.168.0.252. So this IP address is the floating IP which will float between two nodes for our web server IP. You can say it's our web server IP, the unique web server IP which float between two nodes. Net subnet 255.255.255.0. Subnet mask. Okay, that's it. Click OK. The final resource is the Apache Service. So we give name www test sj. Select here Apache. Now Okay, so you have to set two attributes, http dir and the config file. So this is the config file for Apache. usr bin. This is the location where the Apache service exists. The next one is for the configuration file. This one is the configuration file. Just set the attribute for here. Click OK. And this is how you can create the service group and resources. You can do this thing with the help of command as well. If you want to see the commands, you just click on show command. So these are the command through which you can add the resources. Okay, click OK. Alright, now we have all 6 resources successfully added for our test SG service group, which is used for Apache service. Now after this, we need to set dependency of these resources. Okay, for this, just click on resources tab. Here, one resource is the parent and the other resource is child. So just click on link, and now here alright, select the parent resource and then child resource. So volume is the parent resource and the child resource is DG. So this is saying resource vol as a parent and DG as a child. Yes. Alright. Now the next is now the MNT is the parent resource and volume is the child resource. So this is the MNT. Sorry, click on link and MNT and then volume. So MNT is a parent and volume is a child. Alright, now the IP is the parent and NIC as a child. IP and NIC as a child. The next is this WW as a parent and MNT as a child. And again WW as a parent and IP as a child. Alright, so this is how the all resources depend on each other. So this is the dependency chart, you can say. So in this way you can set the dependency. Now we have set up all the dependencies. Our service group is successfully added, all resources are added. Now we are going to make it online one by one. So first of all, I'm going to make it online this disk group. Enable. As you can see, it's come on online on node 1. The next one is volume. Make it online. Enable. You can see it's online now. Now the MNT. Make it enable. And now make it online on node 1. Yes. Waiting to go online. Now it's online on node 1. Let me show you here. As you can see, it's automatically mounted. This is done by the Veritas cluster. Alright, now the next is the IP. Let me show you. As you can see here, right now the IP 0.252 is not exist here. So let me make it online. Enable and online on node 1, waiting to go online. Alright, our IP is now online on node 1. So let me confirm it. If config. Alright, here you can see the floating IP is now online on node 1. Okay, the final resource is the Apache Service. So make it enabled and now make it online on node 1. Yes, now it's saying waiting to go online. Alright, our Apache service is ready on node 1. You can see HG status -some. As you can see, its service group test HG is online on node 1 online, and on node 2 it's offline. Both nodes are running in the cluster. So let me test our web server. For this we need to add we need to access the web server with the help of our floating IP, the unique IP 0.252 192.168.0.252. Here you can see our website is now available on this IP. So suppose right now it's working on node 1. Suppose somehow this node goes down. Alright, node 1 goes down. Now on node 2 you can see stopping on node 1 and now starting on node 2. So now it's failover on node 2, our web service, the Apache service. Still starting. Okay, you can see the service comes online on node 2 successfully. Failover is successfully done. You can see our website is still working. So in this way you can configure the Apache Web Service in VCS cluster. So that's all in this video. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, then please like and subscribe my channel. Again, thanks for watching and see you next time.